Louisiana Federal and State Lands. Chapter 1, Federal Lands Quiz. Number 1. How does the Supreme Court of the United States distinctly define public lands? A. Lands owned by the states but managed by the government, by the federal government. B. Lands that are subject to sale or disposal under general laws. C. Lands that have never been in state or private ownership. Or D. Lands included in the public domain before any survey. Answer: B. The Supreme Court defines public lands as those that are subject to sale or disposal under general laws. Number 2. What key process, according to the U.S. Department of Interior's instructions to surveyors, qualifies lands within the public domain as public lands? A. A treaty of acquisition from a foreign power. B. An act of Congress designating the land for use. C. United States survey of the land. Or D. The exclusion of navigable waterbeds. Answer: C. The key word in the Interior Department's definition is survey, which qualifies lands in the public domain as public lands subject to disposal. Number 3. What is the fundamental difference between the public domain and public lands? A. The public domain includes all lands owned by the U.S., and public lands are the portion made available for disposal following a survey. B. The public domain is federal property, and public lands are property acquired by states. C. The public domain is defined as by the Supreme Court, and public lands are defined by the Department of the Interior. Or D. The public domain only covers lands west of the Mississippi River, and public lands cover the original 13 states. Answer: A. The public domain embraces all lands, the title to which is in the United States, while public lands are drawn from the public domain after survey to be made available for sale or disposal. Number 4. Lands that are explicitly excluded from the classification of public lands include A. Lands purchased from Texas in 1850. B. Lands acquired in the Louisiana Purchase. C. Lands that came to the state under the swamp land grants. Or D. Navigable waterbeds and lands beneath tidewaters within state boundaries. Answer: D. Courts have placed navigable waterbeds and lands beneath tidewaters outside the classification of public lands. Number 5. What is the primary reason for excluding navigable waterbeds from the public lands classification? A. The United States has wisely abstained from surveying them. B. Such submerged lands were acquired by the states as an attribute of their inherent sovereignty when they entered the Union. C. They are already governed by the Mineral Lands Leasing Act of 1920. Or D. They are held by the United States as an ordinary proprietor. Answer: B. The fundamental reason is the exclusion is that the submerged lands were acquired by the states per force of the inherent sovereignty when they entered the Union. Number 6. Which of the following constitutional provisions grants Congress the exclusive, supreme, and plenary power over the public domain? A. Article 1, Section 8, the Commerce Clause. B. Article 4, Section 3, Clause 2. C. The First Amendment. Or D. The 10th Amendment. Answer: B. The power exclusively vested in the Congress under Article 4, Section 3, Clause 2 of the Constitution of the United States. Number 7. In what capacity does the United States hold title to the public lands of the nation? A. As an ordinary proprietor subject to the state law. B. In trust for all people of the states of the Union. C. As an agent of the Department of the Interior. D. As an exclusive owner that may be restricted by state police regulations. Answer: B. The United States holds title to public lands not as an ordinary proprietor, but as in trust for all the people of the states of the Union. Number 8. What was the exception among lands acquired where the vacant public lands initially vested in the republic/state instead of the United States? A. Florida. B. Louisiana. C. Oregon. Or D. Texas. Answer: D. Texas was an exception. When it achieved independence and statehood, all vacant public land within its territory vested in the republic/state of Texas. Number 9. Which of the following foreign acquisitions was the largest addition to the public domain in terms of acreage? A. Florida in 1819. B. The Louisiana Purchase in 1803. C. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo in 1848. Or D. The Alaska Purchase in 1867. Answer: B. The Louisiana Purchase added 523,446,400 acres, which is the largest single acquisition listed in the table of sources. Number 10. Who is considered the guardian of the people of the United States over the public domain, as control has been placed in the Department of the Interior? A. The President of the United States. B. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. C. The Secretary of the Interior. Or D. The Chair of the Public Land Law Review Commission. Answer C. Congress has placed control of the public domain in the Department of the Interior and the Secretary of Interior as the guardian of the people of the United States over the public domain. This concludes the quiz of Chapter 1 of Federal and State Lands of Louisiana, Federal Lands Chapter 1. Make sure to watch the rest in the series. And remember that you are the
surveyor in training!